All right. Everyone here? All right, good. Um, is everything good? All right. So we're gonna do some tier list. I know we all love tier list. Let's see. Um, I'm gonna be ranking. I'm just today's just a chill stream. You wanna do today? Um, yeah, I don't have any plans on playing any video games at this playing any games at this point as I'm getting sick and tired, and want to lose my. I don't want to lose my sanity yet. So obviously I have more plans I have right now, and yeah, let's do some tier list. Let's do some tier listing. I'm a wrestling fan. I have like so much T-shirt that I wore on my. If you look at my VOD, I think you can see that I wore like a lot of wrestling shirts. So honestly, I'm gonna do some tier list on what the best match. I think the best. I almost said premium live events. I hate saying that word, but it's more accurate and more meaningful, right? Um, so yeah, I will do a tier list. Give me a sec. I may need to look for one. I may have to look for one. I thought I saw one. Really? No. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is tier list like the matches first, like specific matches, right? Are in the what's it called? On the dot, but again, like if I and then I'm gonna like tier list I could do a roster. Alright, uh, let me go check one right quick. I do want to make sure. Let me make sure I'm doing something. Alright. I think I found one. I found one. Okay. Make sure I change what I need to do. I think I found it. I think I found a tier list. Hold up 1 second. Technical difficulties. All right. I think I found it. Let's go. All right. I think it's good, right? I think this tier list is good. It showcased a lot of matches. Ignore the duplicates that this dude made. So ignore that duplicate. I'm gonna do some. So I mean, but shout out to him though. So let's do some tier list that I want to do. Let's rank every match. Day one. I don't remember day one. We're gonna start with day one, and then we're gonna work our way down. Ignore the duplicates that this dude made, but still shout out to him for making this tier list. So that I'm gonna say that. But, other than that, let's do it. All right. I believe I don't remember that much. Let's do McIntyre versus Madcap. I mean, they wrestled. I remember they wrestled a little bit. I mean, the story fucking sucks. First of all, the story sucks. I'm not a huge fan of like the story wise. I mean, they wrestled good. would I put it down? Madcap Moss versus Drew McIntyre. I would put it like 1 point, no, 2 stars. At least they did a match. But the story wise, I did not like Madcap versus Drew McIntyre. Happy Corbin didn't do any heelish things. He just stood there. I mean, he did try to distract, but it didn't work. I mean, we all knew McIntyre, and then he got injured, right? I may have to search it up, but he got injured, I think, right? Or the kayfabe injury, right? Because it's like for story wise injury. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I'm gonna put McIntyre Madcap because wrestling wise, it's good, right? The match itself was good, but the story I did not give a hunch of fuck given to it. So yeah, I'm sorry, but it has to go like 2 stars. 2 stars. What else? I mean, like Morgan. Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Champion. I think that was it. They both did wonderful. Not the best match. Like 3.25. I'll give it a 3 and a quarter. Quarter. I mean that was a really good match. Probably put 3.5. Might put 3.5. I mean, Madcap did. I mean, excuse me. Becky Lynch did a really good job with this match. Becky Lynch. It's during the big time Bex right movement where it was a heel. It was a heel right before. I think it was like during SummerSlam when she turned face. So I'm gonna say Liv Morgan was a babyface. Becky Lynch was a heel. This was during the big time Bex. I'm gonna put that. I believe she became the number one contender. Story wise, she became the number one contender, and it's just that. Oh, this is a tough one. The match is good. The match was good. It's good. I'm gonna put it 3.25 out of 5 because I thought it was pretty decent match. Nothing special, I believe. Nothing really crazy happened, but well before Liv Morgan actually turned crazy. Um, Edge versus Miz. Oh, is this the one where I believe this one was the one where Edge came out as a brood, right? And then came in out of nowhere as the brood, and then Beth Phoenix came in, returned to the well, she didn't return to wrestle, but he appeared. I mean, I respect these two. 3.5. I'll put this 3.5 because the Miz. I remember like, Miz doing heelish thing and then Edge. These two like are just wonderful, right? These two can work their characters. Miz did very well, I believe. So yeah, 3.5. I'll give this 3.5. Let's see. Usos versus the New Day. Is this for the SmackDown champion? Yeah. This was before they unified the tag team. Again. Any New Day versus Usos match? It's like a 10 out of. It's like always a banger, right? Not the best match for. I'll put it like 4.75. 4.75 because it was great. RK Bro versus Street Pop for the Raw Women's Champion. I believe this was Migos. Came out of nowhere. Some reason got like look I'm not disrespecting them or the what I believe one of the person died. One of the member of the Migos died. So still no disrespect. It's just at this time, I'm gonna think that happened. Like, why did that need to happen? Where Migos, like all three members, Amigos came in out of nowhere and like got a front row. I don't know. I mean, these two performed very well. Again, argue, bro, but it was a little slow at start. It was very slow. Then once he hits the RKO, everyone was hyped. I'm not. I don't want to be too harsh, but it's gonna be 3 stars. It's decent. It's just a decent match. But nothing special happened other than the fact that Migos came out of nowhere. Migos came and I don't know, didn't do anything, right? They just came in and that's it. I don't know. Something along the lines. Um. Oh, and then the is this the fatal 5 way? Or is this 6 way? Fatal 5 way. This was Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar versus Big E versus Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley. That match was chaotic. I would agree, but the wrong person won this match. Because I was pissed that Brock Lesnar won the championship. So I'll put this 3.5. I'll raise this to 3.75. But I will put this 3.5 because the match itself was great. It was chaotic. You know, always love Fatal 5 ways or 6 ways because everything's chaotic. But the wrong person won. But again, it was just average. War. War. 4 stars. Just the wrong person won. If the right person won, like at least someone other than Brock Lesnar, then I'll give it a like 4.75, 4.5. Because I did not like when Brock Lesnar won. Again, no need to win. No need Brock Lesnar to win. He already won like multiple times. I mean, it was kind of predictable. The Royal Rumble. Okay, this is. I did watch this. It was the 30-woman Rumble. This was like the Ronda Rousey came back, right? And won that. That Royal Rumble, I believe Nikki and Brie came in, and Alicia Fox came in. I don't know who came. Like, no one returned to the ring, right? Because obviously this was during the Vince McMahon era. Um, I say it's decent Royal Rumble. I think it's like 3.75. 3.5. 3.5. It was a decent Royal Rumble. Nothing crazy happened other than Ronda Rousey coming back, which again, happy to see Ronda Rousey come back. Um, Roman versus Seth Rollins. Oh, I think I remember this. This was when Seth Rollins was in his like Shield attire, right? Because it's in his, I believe it was in his hometown, but he got his old gear and started doing that and like messed him around. Oh man, we need a rematch, dude. I don't know why I didn't do a rematch against Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. They have history together. Oh my god, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins has history. I wish we got a rematch. Why did they conclude like that, dude? Like, hopefully, after Seth Rollins like loses, I don't know, like after the Bobby Lashley and the Seth Rollins and Austin Theory feud, like they need to have it one more time at the Royal Rumble. I don't know, like at the Elimination Chamber or before that, right? Before the WrestleMania hits, because I think we all know who, you know. I think Cody Rhodes will, dethrone Roman Reigns, in my opinion. But like Roman and Seth need to have a proper match again with no disqualification. So I'm gonna put this three 3 stars. I'm sorry, but this one was probably a weak one because the finish was it made both men look strong. But the problem is I did not like that, right? I'm not a huge fan of that. And it did make both men look strong, but mm, like 3, 3.25. This match is 3.25. Like it could have been better, right? It could have been better, right? If the finish was not that great. Let's do the men later. Let's do the men later. Um, oh, this is the mixed tag team match again. Not bad. It's just they did what it did. I respect both all these people, doing their best, and they delivered. Right? It's not the best match, but it was predictable. I thought it was predictable, right? The Edge and Phoenix and Miz and Maurice. Right, right. Like it was predictable, right? I'm sorry, but it was predictable. But still a good match, right? Good, decent match. Beth Phoenix came back. I'm happy. I was hyped for that. Yeah, so it was a good match, decent match. So nothing wrong with this match. It's just kind of predictable. Like I kind of knew that, you know, Becky Lynch. I mean, excuse me, Edge and Beth Phoenix will win. You know what I'm saying? Becky Lynch versus Doudrop for the Raw Women's Championship. At least there's a championship was defended. I mean, 2.75. They did their best. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't remember the story on why they're facing Piper or Doudrop, whatever her name is at this point. I haven't seen her in any. Hopefully, she got a revamp. Her name gets back. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. I mean, okay. Before I move on to Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, I mean, this match was not bad. It's just probably the weakest match that she had in her title reign before she had to like WrestleMania. But it was like a heel versus heel, right? Because Big Time Bex was a heel character, right? So what was the point of having a heel versus heel? It never made sense. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. This was when like Paul Heyman. This was when Paul Heyman betrayed Brock Lesnar, right? And again, this was like the best Brock Lesnar movie. This is the best version of Brock Lesnar. Obviously, the other one has to be the Beast Brock Lesnar, but I like the Cowboy, the country Brock Lesnar. That was such a great match. Good match, decent, right? Obviously, it led up to it had to lead to Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. It was again predictable, but I mean it was 3 stars. Stars like Bobby Lashley, you know, doing what he did. You know, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar did their best. And then we have the 30-man Royal Rumble. This was like 2.75. I don't think anyone returned. There was like 2 celebrities. I believe it was Johnny Knoxville, and Bad Bunny. Right. Bad Bunny again. If you haven't seen him wrestle, you should definitely watch the match. I think it was Damian Priest and Bad Bunny versus Miz and John Morrison. That again, he really wowed me. Like I thought he was like, okay, he's gonna be there. No, I doubted celebrity wrestling. Right? I believe it was one of the Jersey Shore girl wrestled at WrestleMania like a long time ago, like 27, WrestleMania 27 or 26. I don't know which one, 27, 28. Yeah, that match was god awful. But so I kind of had low hope. No, I had zero hope, right? Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny at WrestleMania, but he was a really good wrestler. He knows how to wrestle. But yeah, Johnny Knoxville came in from the Jackass. Great show, somewhat a great Royal Rumble. Problem, there's a huge problem. No returns. I heard Shane McMahon came back. No one wants to see Shane McMahon come back. I'm sorry. As much as I love Shane McMahon as a character, I didn't like him. I did like him wrestling at like he was like doing dangerous stuff. Kind of sad when you say like out loud that you want to see a wrestler get really big bumps. Kind of scary. Again, this whole Royal Rumble was probably bad because Brock Lesnar comes in, won the Royal Rumble, no one asked for, and once Brock Lesnar came back, like once Brock Lesnar was the 30th man in the Royal Rumble, it was predictable. It was again predictable. We knew Brock Lesnar was going to win, so yeah, he could challenge to Roman Reigns. Now, I did not want to see that. It was a natural storyline, so I thought someone would go after the WWE Bobby Lashley, right? Bobby Lashley versus someone else at WrestleMania, and no, it was Brock Lesnar versus. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put this 1.75. This Royal Rumble was mediocre at its best. I mean, great stuff happened, like Johnny Knoxville and Bad Bunny. I don't think anyone returned in this Royal Rumble. Like no legends has returned. Wait, Royal Rumble 2020. There you go. Which one is it? I don't think any legend has returned. Yeah, right. Like no one returned. No returns. No nothing, right? I mean, Bad Bunny wrestled. Bad Bunny was the only highlight. Johnny Knoxville is another highlight. Draw. Yeah, right. Right? Like nothing really happened. Nothing happened on the men's side. Kofi Kingston did a botch. I remember Kofi Kingston did a botch, which is pretty sad, and I'm kind of sorry for that. Like the women's Royal Rumble is much better. Mickey James came back. What Mickey James from Impact came in. You know what I'm saying? Number 30 was pretty weird, awkward, I guess. Yeah, Melina came in, Kelly. Like there was like the women's Royal Rumble was far better than the men's Royal Rumble. I don't think it was good, good Royal Rumble, but it's better. It's certainly better than the men's Royal Rumble. That's my opinion on Royal Rumble 2022. Like this, the matches were like the matches like this, the not the Royal Rumble matches, right? But the matches like Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Miz versus Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix, you know, Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar and Becky Lynch and Doudrop. Those matches are It's just But I do think this was not a good Royal Rumble. So it's like 2-star Royal Rumble. Like it was mediocre. It's like 2.75 Royal Rumble. It was mediocre at its best. Right? Like I didn't like when Brock and Bobby. I didn't like how Brock Lesnar came in out of nowhere, and we all know who's gonna win, right? Because Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, you know, challenge Roman Reigns. Absolutely not. Bobby Lashley, Brock. Like once Brock Lesnar lose, so yeah, and then we are like, oh, he's gonna face Roman Reigns in WrestleMania. Okay, whatever. And then Bobby Lashley will take on someone who wins the Royal Rumble. No, it was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Yeah, that match was not that good. Elimination Chamber. Do I remember this match? Okay, let's start off with I believe this is Madcap again. They had two match. Oh, is this the one where he take that nasty bump for the Alabama Slam? That really cringed my neck. But yeah, this match again, two star, 2.5. Like I never cared about the story between Drew McIntyre and Happy Corbin. As much as I love the person and respect what they're doing, I mean the match itself was good, right? Okay, like they didn't do anything spectacular other than the fact that Madcap Mouse almost broke his fucking neck doing the McIntyre doing the fucking Sweet Home Alabama side slam. So yeah, that was a little cringe in here. That was a notable thing that happened in Elimination Chamber or the match itself. So that was pretty cringeworthy. When I say cringe, I was like, oh my god, that kind of hurts my neck. Like I kind of felt my neck hurt. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Nothing really changed. Nothing really cool happened other than the fact that Happy Corbin tried to interfere. But obvious, I believe who won that match? Oh wait, I don't remember who. Elimination Chamber 20. There you go. Have I checked this one? I don't think I've ever checked this one. Who won that match? Yeah, McIntyre. Oh, it was a false count anywhere. So Happy Corbin can actually wait. Can he actually like? Yeah. Again, decent match. It's a false count anywhere. But they ended up in the ring. So, what was the point of false count? Oh, the false count anywhere. So they could pin wherever they want. And there's no disqualification. And yet, Drew McIntyre won. They're making Madcap Moss look like an idiot. They're making Happy Corbin look like a bad character. No wonder. It's a bad match. So, I mean, for a false count anywhere match, you'd think it would be bad. I'm gonna put this 1.75. This match was. I remember. I actually remember now, but that the only part that I really did like about it, or didn't like, or notable moments was definitely when when McIntyre did the hit the Alabama side slam on Madcap's neck. It was pretty super cringy. So it was like, oh, like that. So yeah, I remember this match now. It's like 2 stars. Again, for a false count anywhere, I expect it to be a lot more chaotic. But really, nothing really happened, right? Wait, do I not have Spotify? I'm sorry, there was no audio. I'm sorry, there's no Spotify. There you go. I thought I did had one. I'm sorry, folks. I thought I had Spotify. um, yeah, that's the problem with that. False count anywhere. They finish the match at the end, like at the ring. I expect false count anywhere to end sides the fucking ring, dude. That's what I cared about. Moving on to I believe this match was a 2-on-2 because Ronda Rousey won. It was a Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville. I believe Sonya Deville. Okay, this match was Sonya Deville, where she was still the GM for SmackDown, I think. So this match, and then it was against Ronda Rousey versus Naomi, and Ronda Rousey can beat her up with the arm behind her back, but Sonya Deville faked her arm that I was injured. My left arm is injured, so I can't wrestle. So Ronda Rousey had to tie her hand back, only one arm. And then she realized it's fake, but she still won the match. Whenever there's Royal Rumble winner, I always want to save it, right? Like save the storyline, wait it out for WrestleMania, still have the story, right? That I'm gonna beat him or something like that. They shouldn't have a match against the champions already. I know it was a tag team match, but I'm gonna put this two stars. I feel like I'm being too nice or too harsh. I don't know for you, but this match was it was Naomi. It was Naomi, right? Ronda Rousey and Naomi. I forgot about that. Kind of forgot Naomi and Ronda Rousey teamed up. Right. Becky Lynch versus Lita. A little slop. I feel like there was a lot of botches here and there, somewhat of a botch. But this match was all right for women's. I'll say, I'll put this 3 stars. This was not a bad match. Not a bad match. There was some few botches, I believe, here and there. I think there was some botches, but seeing Lita come back, I think I like it. So yeah, this match was not bad. I've seen worse. Roman versus Goldberg for the Universal Championship. 1 star. I will give this 1 star. Yes, they had a match. They did a decent match for a Goldberg match or a Roman. But this match I did not care for. I'm sorry, but I did not care for any of this shit, right? Because we all know it will be Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, unless if they're crazy to the point where they put Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg again. I think that was like their 4th match if that actually happened, and when no one asked for, no one cared. I did not care. This match has to be like 1 star. I have no care for soccer. The women's elimination chamber match. This match was pretty fucking good for elimination chamber. This match was delivered very cool. I think this one was like if someone wins, they will face Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Champion at WrestleMania. This was a good shit. This was good shit. This was a decent match. I like it. Everyone delivered pretty well. Alexa Bliss, being the mystery character. Pretty weird place that she was in right now during that time where Alexa Bliss wasn't used at all. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. I did like it. So I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5. Just decent elimination chamber match. But yeah. And we got the men's elimination chamber. Elimination chamber. This match. Oh boy, 2 stars. I'm gonna give it 2 stars because of AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Riddle, and Seth Rollins. They did their part, right? They did their part, and they did it right. What I really didn't like was Bobby Lashley having a kayfabe injury, and Brock Lesnar just absolutely eliminating every single participant in the elimination chamber. That match was bullshit, and he became the why was he challenging for Bobby Lashley's WWE champion? Explain that. Why did he have to do that? Why did he have to go up against, and then it became winner takes all? I kind of blame Vince McMahon for letting that happen, because and now we're in this situation where how are we supposed to do we separate the titles again? Do we just make another title? Like, it's all around the place, and I blame Vince McMahon for ever letting that happen at WrestleMania, because it is hot garbage right there. Very hot garbage. And I did not like that. I really did not like that. I'm not a big fan of that. Letting that happen. I did not like the ending. Why did Brock Lesnar have to win that? I mean, it was cool to see Bobby Lashley not here, so that it means that anyone can win the elimination chamber. But no, Brock Lesnar just absolutely just wrecks everyone. One of the good moments was F5 he did a F5 on Austin Theory off of the pod, right? So he was on top of this, and he did a F5, which was pretty scary. But that was a good match, and also it took place in Saudi, right? Saudi Arabia. So it's such a mixed bag of Elimination Chamber. The only good match was like the women's Elimination Chamber. I thought it was pretty great, and the right winner. Obviously, I did love seeing Bianca Belair win and leading up to the WrestleMania 38 now. And speaking of WrestleMania 38, we have our WrestleMania matches. I believe. Let's start with Usos versus Nakamura and Rick Boogs. I'll put this 2.75. This match was 2.75. I thought it was alright tag team match, but this match was a little kind of sad because it wasn't supposed to happen. Like, Rick Boogs sadly got injured. Hopefully he's recovering soon, and prayers up because he is prayers. I'm sending a lot of prayers for Rick Boogs' return. It really complimented Nakamura, so I didn't realize he was the tag team or like a manager or something like that. So yeah, his look looks like he looks like one of those old school characters. So I appreciate that. You kind of do need a little bit of that. So yeah, not a good opener match. I believe this was the opening match, and I kind of liked it. But it was a decent tag team match. Nothing special, nothing cool. Sadly, Rick Boogs got injured, so this was Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss. Again, 2 stars. No, not Madcap Moss. Happy Corbin. Oh, it's when he kicked out of the End of Days and didn't get any pop because no one cared. 1.7, 2 stars, 2 stars. I'm not gonna be harsh. I remember McIntyre won, and then like he did the sword that he got his sword, and then he slashed it and then broke the rope. I remember this match now. This match was not good. It was alright. I mean, he kicked out of End of Days. Wish we got a bigger crowd pop. I wish we got that kind of stuff. But yeah, nothing really happened. Nothing cool, special, I guess, happened. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of seeing that. Bobby Lashley versus Snoozer Omos. 2 stars. Just they did the job, right? It's basically Bobby Lashley versus Omos, and Bobby Lashley did his thing. God, I need to look at what happened at WrestleMania. WrestleMania 38. Right. This was. I need to look at what happened. There you go. Night 1, Bobby Lashley and Omos. Oh, The Miz versus Logan Paul. Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios. This one has to be a banger. 4.75. Logan Paul did absolutely a wonderful job. If you haven't seen Logan Paul wrestle, you should. He has 3 matches. All of them are banger. All of them are a banger of a match. I really like it. This match was great. This match was. I know everyone don't like Logan Paul, but the match of Logan Paul versus like Logan Paul wrestling was like literally the best celebrity wrestler we've ever gotten in our entire wrestling career, right? Wrestling history. I think this is probably he stole like all the momentum. And then Miz betrayed. I believe Miz betrayed. Miz betrayed Logan Paul. Right, and that led to SummerSlam, which I'll talk about later. Um, what happened next? Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. This has to be a 5-star. This is our first. I'm gonna say this again. This is our first 5-star match I've ever seen. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair. For the Raw Women's Championship. What a match! What a moment! I like the moment. I feel like Bianca Belair holding the championship, chasing the championship was a great moment. I really like it. It was big time Bex, which she was a heel, and Bianca Belair, where she was face. Oh my god, that match was awesome. That match was awesome. Cody Rhodes versus Seth frickin' effing Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. This was, I believe, the story led to like Vince like saying, "No, you can't have a match. I can't do it." Oh, fire. Okay. Yes, you're not wrestling for WrestleMania, and then you're like, "I want to wrestle at WrestleMania." And they're like, "Okay, I'm gonna find a mystery bonehead for you." And then Cody Rhodes showed up. Oh, the moment was it was just like that. Good 5-star like that. It's not busting worthy match. I really like it. The match itself was awesome. The moment was awesome. The crowd was like super hype. Everything about it was like that, dude. It was just the match was so awesome, dude. Like, you should watch this. I think it's up on YouTube right now. You should watch this because this match is awesome. And I like the end where he does the Dusty Rhodes punches, the bionic elbow. Great moment, great story, great, just overall a great match. This was such an amazing match. It's a shame that the next match was Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's Champion. This one has to be a 1.75. I did not like this match. Why did Ronda Rousey lose when she was the Royal Rumble winner and faced the rest at WrestleMania and she lost? Thank God that was the semi-final or semi-main event, because I did not like this match. It was a little sloppy. Did not like this match. And then our main event, Stone Cold Dave Austin versus Kevin Owens. No holds barred match. This was a 4.5 stars. I love this. 4.25. The match itself was awesome. It was chaotic. Again, not a 5-star worthy match because they didn't. Because, you know, Stone Cold was just drinking beer and then just punching the living crap out of Kevin Owens. What a match! It started off with a talk show. I don't know why it would have been like. Is he actually gonna? It's a question of whether he's actually gonna wrestle, right? And he actually wrestled. Seth Rollins. Stone Cold, Dave Austin, actually wrestled. Actually wrestled for his last match. And that was a great match against Kevin Owens. Even if it's just, Kevin Owens doing all the work, it doesn't matter. Seeing Stone Cold hitting a suplex and taking a bump. I believe there's one part where on the out the crowd area where Kevin Owens hit a suplex onto Stone Cold. Like Kevin Owens did the suplex, right? I kind of got a little scared because he has a lot of numerous injuries, so he couldn't do anything. But the end with the stunner. I like the moment. I think there was a reference where Kevin Owens tried to hit Stone Cold with a steel chair, but he dodged it. Stone Cold dodged it, so it hits the rope and then hit him, recoiled and ricocheted off his head. That was a great moment because I believe there's a reference to when he accidentally hit himself with a chair like that. He tried to hit the chair, but he didn't realize that the chair will actually ricochet, so it actually bounced him off like that. So he got a concussion from that. But yeah, that match was great. That match was great. Great. Not a 5-star worthy match, obviously, because didn't do like cool moments here and there. But it was such a special moment to my heart, right? Seeing Stone Cold wrestle for one last time, a proper last match, because he lost at WrestleMania back in, it was Stone Cold vs Rock, and Rock won, but Stone Cold lost. So seeing Stone Cold wrestle again for just however long years, such a great moment, great match. Let's see, so Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn, anything goes match. This one was a banger. I'm gonna put this 4.5. This match, such a great match. The story, I did not care about the story. I mean, great celebrity match. I really like it. I mean, this WrestleMania was fun. That's the main selling point of WrestleMania. It was fun, regardless of seeing like least favorite matches. Like Ronda Rousey and Charlotte and stuff like that. It was like, it was awesome. I love seeing a lot of weapons being used, a lot of references, and definitely one of my greatest moments. And it's basically like Hulk Hogan picking up Andre Giant to do a body slam. It's Wee Man picking up Sami Zayn to do a body slam. That's like equivalent to that. That match was so fire, dude. Like, even if I didn't care about the story, like, this match itself was so good. Such good shit. Like that was such good shit. I'll put him 4.25. 4.25. Again, the match, it wasn't there's like wrestling or something like that, but the match itself was so fucking good. I really, really, really liked the match. Chaotic. It was funny. It was fun. Yeah, a lot of jackass moments. There was a table with the mouse traps. Again, for a PG era, obviously we can't have a barbed wire onto a table, or a barbed wire was a 2x4 or something like that, or put fire on. This match was like, for what it worth, that doesn't have that kind of extreme. This was a really great match. Edge. Oh wait, do we have to go for the tag team? 2. Never cared. Actually, 1.75. We all know what led to it. It was the walkout between Sasha and Naomi. Hopefully they're both doing wonderful and having their life, having their wonderful life. Because, and having their, figuring out what they want to do. So, and let them be them, right? I heard Sasha Banks coming to Wrestle Kingdom. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, this match was mediocre. Like, I did not like WrestleMania. The women's tag team match. That was like another weak point, low point of this match. I mean, despite seeing good old Sasha Banks and really good WrestleMania moments, there was not really much of a WrestleMania moment. So it wasn't that bad. It's just could have seen better. Which one's next? Sheamus and Rich Holland defeated the New Day. Oh, that was a mediocre match. I would have put this like 1.6. It was supposed to happen at night 1, but when Drew McIntyre did the rope thing with the sword, right? Like, just meh. I say meh. Whatever. Oh wait, did I not do? Oh, I forgot to do Arcade Bro versus Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy. Good shit right here. I really like this match. 4.75 out of 5. Something was missing. There wasn't anything missing other than the fact that this was such a great tag team. I would not put this a 5. It wasn't a 5-star match worthy, but definitely like a 4.5 or 7.5 around that area. It was such good match. It was chaotic. Seeing Riddle do the RKO out of nowhere onto Montez Ford, that was a great moment. What's a weird moment was like after the ending where everyone celebrated except for Chad and Afro Academy, Chad and Otis, and then this I forgot the one that looks like Chad Gable. Basically, like Jordan, Jason Jordan, I believe his name. That looks like Jason Jordan. Was that like an Olympic wrestling amateur wrestler? Who was like promised to be there, but now they like it's been almost like a month, and I haven't heard any news from him. But yeah, that was a weird segment at the end. But this match itself was awesome. But it was like 4.75, nearly a 5-star. I don't think it was a great for a triple threat tag team match. That was great. I still don't like how they have to be tagged in. I believe no, but this one was different, right? Was it there only like, they start off with 3 people and tag in? I don't know. I don't remember. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. This match was fire. This match was awesome. Great WrestleMania moment. I really like it. The aftermath of, I think he's doing some risky bumps here and there. I've seen him in NXT. If you haven't seen him in NXT, that's fine because he also did a really great job. But definitely, WrestleMania was also a really great match. I really like it. The ending was a little weird where Austin Theory, or no, Vince McMahon versus Pat McAfee, and then literally Austin Theory helped Vince McMahon, and then Vince McMahon won, and then Stone Cold came in, and Stone Cold Steve Austin just stuns everyone, and then there's this hilarious botch where Vince McMahon couldn't even collect the stunner. Oh shoot, AJ versus AJ, Edge versus AJ Styles. This match, again, wrestling wise, it's great. It was Damian Priest that came out. I kind of did not like this one because one of the things I did not like was that it continued the story, right? I wish WrestleMania was the end of the story, right? And starts the new, and starts the and after Mania it starts the new story. So I kind of did not like that, but again, the match itself was awesome. Damian Priest distraction, no. Start of a Judgment Day. We all know how it went. It was awesome. And then the snoozing match, the snooze. Oh, the champion versus champion, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Winner takes all. This was such a mediocre match. It did not live up to my hype. 2.2 stars. It was just a finisher mania. What did you expect? Left and right. So yeah, this was a 2-star. Didn't even click at all. Wish this was better. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's see. So many Backlash. I don't know what the stipulations are. Was there even a stipulation in this match for WrestleMania Backlash? Right, there was only one match. That was I Quit match. Okay, now I remember. I remember. Let's start off with Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Oh, Omos won. See, I really don't care. I never cared at all. Maybe 1.75. I never cared about this match at all. Like, sorry for anyone who do, but this match was not good at all. I'm sorry. No, this is not good. Edge versus AJ Styles again. Basically, WrestleMania Backlash is like a rematch of WrestleMania. So it makes sense for them to have Backlash. It's just I kind of don't like how it's a gimmick, right? It's like, oh, it's just WrestleMania rematch. Again, Edge versus AJ. Again, respectfully, they did their best, and then I believe Rhea Ripley joined the Judgment Day. Right. I like real like not the best. Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss won. I believe this was again Snoozer Fest. Snoozer Fest. I mean, I respect both talents. It was like Madcap Moss. It's like Happy Corbin betrayed Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss is a face, and this is not his new attire yet. Again, this match was mediocre. I did not like it. This was not the best match they had with their rivalry. But yeah. Oh no, it's that 6-man tag team. Oh, I remember. This was like a downer. It was a 1.75 for me. Why couldn't they go for the tag team champions? Why does Roman Reigns have to be involved? Why does McIntyre have to be involved with this? This match was mediocre. This was horrible. Horrible. But it was chaotic though. I gotta admit, it was pretty chaotic. I remember like a table spot happened, the announce table happened. Just why did they have to like have like that? I believe Roman Reigns hit the spear on Riddle. Not a great match. I'm sorry, but that's not that. That was like, why did it? There was no story that leading up to it. There's like nothing. I mean, it was chaotic, so that's why I'm giving it a plus side, like 1.75 at its best. It was chaotic. It was fun in some situations, but this match was not needed at all. This was not a match that I didn't care for. Story, no story. Other than the fact that Riddle and Arcade Bro trying to go for the Usos and trying to unify the tag team championship. Then Roman Reigns was the unified tag. And then McIntyre. For some reason, McIntyre was there. Cody versus Seth Rollins, Part 2. Oh, this was such a good shit. It doesn't matter how much matches they give you, how much they milk that shit. Such a good match. It's better than Roman versus Brock Lesnar Legacy. I'd rather have Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Oh, it's such a good match. Such a nut-worthy match. I really like it. I really like it. And then the main, I believe this was the main event. No, not the main event. It was an I Quit match. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, a rematch for WrestleMania. For SmackDown Women's Championship. Pretty decent, I would say. A 3.5. Not a terrible match. I feel like Ronda Rousey having an Extreme Rules match is kind of better than having a singles match. Just a regular singles match. So yeah, I'm giving a plus side here that Ronda Rousey won that match because kayfabe wise, like story, like she was injured, but she was on her honeymoon and had a wedding for her daughter. Congratulations! I know I'm too late, but still, we still haven't returned. Charlotte still didn't return, so hopefully, just fingers crossed. But yeah, the match was awesome. Nothing. I think this match was better than the main event. I thought this will be the main event. Nope. The 6-man snoozer tag team match that Vince really loves to do. Such a boring match. I'm sorry, but this was such a boring match. Hell in a Cell. I hate Hell in a Cell, dude. I think I remember the matches that I had. Next Senior House. Oh, alright. Yeah, I remember. Right, okay, there we go. The triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. This was a good shit right here. That match was a banger of a match. Not a 4. This is a 4-star. this was a great match. 4.5 stars. I like the chaos, the quickness, the pace. I really like it, especially when it's a triple threat match. I really like it. I like the pace of the match. I believe this was the reason why it was a triple threat match is because I believe it's because Sasha and Naomi were supposed to fight against each other. So obviously they left because it was bullshit booking. So and rightfully so, right? Rightfully so. I do think it was bullshit. I do agree with them for you know having this bullshit booking. So BS booking. So this was a great match. So but we got a banger of Asuka and Becky Lynch versus Asuka versus Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Champion. Triple threat match. The match was chaotic. This was fun. I really like it. So yeah, that match was great. That match was a banger. I'm gonna save. I think we all know I'm gonna put this, but I'm gonna say this later. Madcap Moss. I believe this was Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin for a no DQ match. I believe that was it. A no holds barred. Surprisingly good. This was actually a better match than all. Actually, we'll put this 3 out of 5. The story, again, they had a story. The Backlash didn't work. I don't know. The match for Backlash did not work. Obviously, Madcap Moss going for this different character. I believe he got the generic theme song and his generic tights that he got from WWE 2K22. Like, wish he got a better gimmick. Wish he had a better ring attire and a better entrance theme fit along with it. But this match was surprisingly good. I really like it. I really like it. Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP. So this was like literally Omos helping MVP. But Bobby Lashley overcame. Just like in a submission. I think he destroyed MVP. Again, I never cared for this match. I never really loved this match at all. 1.75. I mean, it did make Omos look strong because he did not take the fall. I believe MVP got the submission. So, I mean, it's great to see MVP in a wrestling attire. You know what I'm saying? Great to see MVP doing stuff. But I never cared for this match. Again, never cared for the story. Never cared what happens. Wish Omos did a little better. I mean, I respect both talents again, but just didn't. Match itself wasn't that great. Ezekiel, the younger brother of Elias, guys. Remember him? Yeah, we all remember. We all remember Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens won. I was surprised when Kevin Owens won, but this was a 2.75. This match was a surprising finish, right? Like I thought Ezekiel win, babyface win. Like I thought it was a one-time thing, like establish Ezekiel, or Ezekiel, younger brother of Elias. He's the younger brother of Elias. And Kevin Owens won for some reason. I don't know what was the point. The story was getting interesting where Elias came in and then Ezekiel was in the same room as each other. That was a crazy moment. But again, the match of Hell in a Cell was alright. It wasn't special. The ending caught me off guard with the pop-up barrel bomb into like it really kind of did change a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting match. Mustafa Ali versus Austin Theory for United States Champion. I also believe this match wasn't. It was decent. I'll put this 3 stars. This match was decent. The match itself was a little decent because again, finally for a while, the U.S. Championship getting recognition. So yeah, that was a great match. Decent match. Nothing special. Nothing cool. I'm gonna put this like 3 out of. And then, it's the AJ, Finn, and Liv Morgan versus Rhea, Judgment, Rhea, Edge, Priest, and Rhea. Some spots are here and there. I'll put this 3 stars. Like, nothing terrible happened, nothing cool, nothing noteworthy, I will say. Dempsey spent most of the match neutralizing Balor into DDT. Mr. Kukra introduced Styles into ring post as Balor. Yeah, nothing cool happened, I believe. Nothing special really happened, so I'm gonna put this 3.25. I'll rate it 3.25 out of 5. And then our main event. Such good shit. Oh, like that. Great match. 5 out of 5. Cody versus Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell with Cody with his bruised arm, with a bruise. I believe he tore his pec right here. I believe when he was working out. So it was a terrible sight to see. Oh my god, this match was amazing. This match was a great match, great moment. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. It's full match for free. That you get such good shit, such good match. I really love Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes in a Hell in a Cell match. This was by far the best match. Best match. And the best Hell in a Cell match. So yeah. I'm actually gonna put 2 stars for Bobby Lashley No Mas. I'm gonna change that. Excuse-moi here. Money in the Bank. I remember now. Alright. Oh, the Money in the Bank. It was okay. I remember this was in Las Vegas, right? Because no one fucking bought the tickets. So like, you know what? No one was like buying tickets now. So they moved it to Las Vegas. I will put Money in the Bank ladder. This is a ladder match for the Money in the Bank. The women's Money in the Bank. I will put this 3.5. I think it would have been better if it was tiny bit sloppy, because there's a lot of moments where it was sloppy. Right? Like there's some miscues and something that looks painful. There were some moments that were really painful, really great moments, just not the best. Like so I don't really blame like the woman who never been to a Money in the Bank ladder match or the ladder match itself. So I don't really blame them for having this kind of sloppy match. So hopefully they can improve. But other than that, great winner. Liv Morgan won the, I believe, the Money in the Bank women's, and again, great match. Money in the Bank, Usos versus the Street Profits. This is a 5-star nut-worthy match. It's like a little like that. That's such a great match. Oh my lord. Obviously the finish was like intense. It was just so good. But the finish was a little iffy. But this, the finish was a little iffy though. I remember now. The finish was a little miss. 4.75. I'm sorry. Yeah, the finish was a little iffy. Like, I remember now. It was a little iffy. The story was a little iffy. So it didn't work out the best. But the match itself was so good with a little slight mishap. So if the finish was not sloppy where Montez Ford Picks his shoulder up one, but wasn't. So yeah, that match was not bad. Was great match, but the ending was a little, right? It made me go, who cares? Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley for the United States Champions, I believe. Bobby Lashley destroyed. Three stars. It's like mid, meh. It's all right. It's an all right match. Nothing special happened other than the fact that Austin Theory lost to the United States Champions. Raw Women's Championship. I think it's the weakest title reign match for Bianca Belair. I'm sorry, but not great. I believe the reason why was Rhea Ripley got injured, right? So they had to swap it out for Carmella to be in there. So whatever. Ronda Rousey and Natalia. Just again. And then this is where Liv Morgan cashed in on Ronda, and again that was a good match. And then the main event, men's Money in the Bank match. I believe it was Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, Omos, Omos, Sami Zayn, and Madcap Moss and Sheamus. And Austin Theory came out of nowhere. It was basically like Brock Lesnar. We know who's gonna win now. It could have been for anyone for the Money in the Bank. Austin Theory. And Austin Theory and Vince McMahon did kind of ruin the Money in the Bank, because how does Austin Theory can cash in on Roman Reigns? He has the bloodline. This match was like, I mean, there's great moments here and there. I'm gonna put this 4 stars. Problem. So I think it was a great Money in the Bank and a lot of crazy moments. And I agree with you. It had like great moments in Money in the Bank. Problem was Austin Theory won, which again, we kind of knew what Vince McMahon was doing, right? So yeah, that match was not the best. And we have our SummerSlam. This was again what a great premium live event. Yeah, Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Banger. That was such a banger. That was just that was such a match, dude. That was such a great match. Great way to end the rivalry. Because I believe Damage Control debuted, which consists of Bayley, Io Sky, almost said Shirai, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. So and the ending was great. The match was awesome. Becky Lynch came back for the War Games. I love it. This match was a great match. What's next? Logan Paul versus The Miz. Okay, I know everyone hates Logan Paul. I hate Logan Paul. I don't like him. I don't like him person wise, but goddamn, he's a great wrestler. Great. Wow, that match was so good, right? Like the athleticism of Logan Paul, the Tommaso Ciampa trying to like interfere. Maurice tried to interfere. Logan Paul looks strong. Miz getting over Logan Paul. Such a great match. Love the table spot with the frog splash. I really like it. 5 stars. 5 out of 5. The best match ever. Best match he had. Mysterios versus the Judgment Day. No DQ tag team, no DQ tag team match. This was bullshit. Why do you have to tag in your opponent, tag your teammates when it's a no DQ? When there's no such thing as it should have been a tornado tag team match. I mean, the match itself was great and all right, but why is it a no DQ tag team match? But you still gotta tag in your partner. So, because it really doesn't matter because it's no disqualification. This match didn't make sense at all. The Mysterios won. Like 3 stars because the match itself was great. Nothing too extreme happened, so I was kind of let down. But Edge came back. After Judgment Day, like betrayed, and Finn Balor was the new leader now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't understand why it's a no DQ match when it's like, and you're like doing like when you have to tag in your partner. That does not make sense at all, dude. Like, what does that have? What does that? How does that make sense at all, dude? It does not make sense. So I'm giving it 3 stars. I'm giving it 3 stars. 3 stars. This match did not make sense for it to be a no DQ. At this point, it should have been a tag team. It should have been a tag team match, a standard, regular old tag team match. It did not make sense. It did not have to be a no DQ. That pissed me off a little. It should have been a tornado tag team match. It would have been much more better than having it not be a no DQ match. So I'm gonna give it 3 stars because it was all right, but still, it was such a bad way to do a no DQ. Pat McAfee versus Happy Corbin. Some good shit right here. That's some good shit. Great match. I really like. There's some few missed spots that he almost kind of messed up, but still I really like it. Crazy moments, crazy spots. Respect for Pat McAfee for working it, and and Baron Corbin for actually doing his best. So I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 because that's such a match. This match was such like that, kind of like that. So it was a good match. It was a noteworthy match. The Usos versus Street Profit. Jeff Jarrett being the guest referee. This was, again, it was good. I don't think it was better than Money in the Bank. I'm gonna put this 4.25. This one's a 4.75. This was a 4.25. Like, the match was great. It's just, what did Jeff Jarrett do? I'm gonna put this 4.75. What did Jeff Jarrett do? What did Jeff Jarrett do? Didn't do anything. He didn't bring out a guitar and smash people to the head or something like that. No, nothing happened. So it was pretty pointless for that to happen. Oh shoot, Bobby Lashley versus Theory. 3 stars. Yeah, not a bad match. I've seen worse. I've seen better. I've seen worse matches. I've seen better matches. Just. And Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. This was 2 stars. It was one-sided. A 1.75. I'm sorry, 1.7. 1.75 because it was such a one-minded battle, right? Ronda Rousey absolutely destroying everyone, destroying Liv Morgan until that pinfall. Obviously, just trying to protect Liv Morgan, but that match was such weird. I believe it was weird. This match itself was a little weird. I'm not a huge fan of that, so I'm gonna give that 1.75. Weird finish, weird way, and Ronda Rousey was like pissed off. I feel like that's what and this is the start of Triple H's first premium. I don't know if it's half a half. They had to work out with something. It's a premium live event. Not bad match, but just one-sided, mostly one-sided until the end. Pretty weird. It was pretty fast match, right? It's like 4 minutes. Yeah, 4 minutes. But it's a pretty fast match. So yeah, And then we have Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Last man standing match, and this shit was good. Now, I know this has to be the best Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns match ever. And you might be saying, well, what about Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 31? But like that match consisted Seth Rollins, so kind of joined in and stole the show, right? But this match, like, so it kind of counts, but it didn't count. I do agree that it's a good match. It's an awesome match for Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. But this match, it's great because it's only 1-on-1. If I were to compete it for like Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, 1-on-1, this match has to be the best match they ever had against each other. The tractor, he brought in the tractor, he flips over the goddamn ring. It was unbelievable when I saw it live. I was like, holy shit, I did not know what they're gonna do with it. Holy shit. It made me pop, it made me just unbelievable. Unbelievable what they can do. And the match was intense in like it almost believable. And Michael Cole was so good on commentary in Roman. And it has to be the best commentary he ever done. And moving on and moving forward as well, he's getting better and better and better in his commentary. So props to Michael Cole for actually doing it. So it's great. So I'm giving it a 5-star because such a good match, such intense match for a last man standing. So it was so good. And then Austin trying to cash in, he failed. So chaotic. So it was just so chaotic in general. So it was great. Clash of the Castle. Clash of the Castle was a good pay-per-view. I'm gonna say 3-on-3. Not a bad 3-on-3. Not a bad 3-on-3. 6-woman tag team match: Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus Damage Control, consisting of Bayley, Io Sky, and Dakota Kai. This match was not bad. Again, there are some few missed spots here and there. It wasn't that crazy of a 6-woman tag team match. Again, because I've seen worse. If you see like this one, I personally don't like this match because it has no story. This one has a story. This one has a story. So it was great. It was, again, decent match. It was fun. The match was fun. The crowd was into it. I really like it. I really like it. And yeah. What's next? Gunther versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, that was good. If you like to see two men slapping each other's meat, this is a great match. Great Intercontinental Champion match, making it look prestige. Having some mid-card prestige there. It's two men slapping each other's meat. Sweaty men. They're sweaty. Sheamus just so red off his chest. That match was such a banger. After a banger. It's such a great match. I'm giving it a 5-star for how great wrestling they did and how storytelling wise it's great. So good. Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. That match surprised me, but the weakest point. This is probably the weakest point of the match. I'm gonna put this at 2.75. I'm sorry, but this match kind of like it was a good match, but the lowest point of the match, because how does Liv Morgan defeats Shayna Baszler? Right, like it's a little unbelievable in my opinion. It's a little unbelievable in my opinion. It's a little unbelievable in my opinion. I did not like. I'm unbelievable that Liv Morgan retains the championship a little. So yeah, that's a pretty weird, awkward match. What's next? Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Judgment Day. It will be this match 3.5. I've been giving this 3.5 because the ending was great, the execution was great. The match itself was a little too weird. The winner was Edge and Mysterio. I thought Judgment Day would win, but they didn't. Um, yeah, pretty weird way to like do that. So yeah, but not a bad match. It was great seeing Edge, Mysterio, because you know remember their tag team. Yeah, not bad match. Seth effing Rollins versus Matt Riddle. Decent match. This was a 4-star match. Like it was hype. It was crazy. I believe this one where this was the one where Matt Riddle said like, oh yeah, and then he's like, this is the one where he like said, oh this is why your family left, your wife left your bitch ass, right? Like that was the moment, and the hype was crazy. Triple H made this match really great, in my opinion. So I am gonna put this. So I am gonna put this 4 stars. Not a bad match. And then our main event. I'm having to put, I hate to say this, but I have to put this 4.5. Great match. Oh wow, that was chaotic match. The ending where McIntyre sang was pretty weird. The build up was great. Story was great. Problem was the ending where the McIntyre sang. It was supposed to be like off camera, but the camera caught it, so not a good match. Not a great ending though. But it was such a good match. But it was a great match overall. And Clash of the Castle was a great matches. There was some matches that was not the best, but you know it was a really great match. I really like it. I really like it. Um, Extreme Rules, Extreme Rules, Extreme Rules. I will put Extreme Rules. Okay, Extreme Rules. I remember last year's Extreme Rules was hot garbage, hot shit right here. It was the most piece of shit paper premium, excuse me, premium live event, that ever existed. Extreme Rules, I did not like Extreme Rules paper, premium live event. All right, but this year's Extreme Rules was awesome. So we have, and there was not that many matches to go with. So we're gonna start with the good old fashioned Donnybrook match. What a match this was! The good old fashioned Donnybrook match. Brawling Brutes versus the Imperium. What a match! I give it up to them. 4.25. This match was fun. This was exciting. There's moments that are great, and obviously Brawling Brutes won. I believe Sheamus pins Giovanni Binky or Fabian Aichner, whatever you want to call him. No, Marcel Bartel. Fabian Aichner was Giovanni Binky. Marcel Bartel was Ludo Cut. Yeah, Giovanni Binky won that. Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan. 2 stars. What the match? Extreme. Like there were some spots that I really like with the fire extinguisher and the whole thing, but I did not like how the match was gone through, but obviously Ronda Rousey won. I think it's just obvious that Ronda Rousey had to win this one because it just makes sense seeing Ronda Rousey win. Yeah, this match was great overall. Overall, the match was great. I really liked it. Me like this match. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross strap match or strap on. Karrion Kross with the strap on. I didn't see that. That was so disappointing. Just kidding. But yeah, the match was like not that seriously great. I will put this 3.5. Not bad match. Obviously, Karrion Kross had a heat start. He won the match. Makes sense for him to win because, and I really like the heelish moves. Of course, he's got like, why would he put a strap on first? Like he goes in goes in first, and fights first. And he fights like he got this like first, like before the match even started. Like he I wish it was a little bit hard hitting. Like there's some moments where he used the straps to whip him, so there wasn't any bad moment here and there, but again, not bad. Oh, Bianca Belair versus Bailey. Bailey for the Raw Women's Championship ladder match. Great match. This match was great. I love this. Some sloppiness here and there. There's moments I really liked that was brutal. There's a KOD on the ladder. Great match. Double KOD onto the damage control. It makes her look strong. I really like that. I really like how Bianca Belair is built like that because yes, she's supposed to be the strongest woman and she is the BEST, the EST, like the best. So I really like that. I really like how she's built like that. So I'm giving this a 4.75. There's some slappiness here and there, but I can deal with it. I can deal with this. I recommend this. And this was it's just a good match. Good Edge versus Finn Balor match. The Edge versus Finn Balor, I Quit match. It's the 5-star. Great storytelling. What a storytelling they had. What a match they had. It was pretty extreme. Again, because the premium live event name is called Extreme Rules, so it gotta be extreme. Great match. Obviously, they can't put blood in it, so it's kind of sad. But such a great match. Such a wonderful match. Great showing. Ringside area. They fought on the stairs. On the arena stairs. They like went all over the place. I really like that. And at the end, the ending was great. I like how before I get to the ending, I like how Dominic Mysterio tried to kick him in the balls again, but Edge just like beat the living, discipline this kid. Rey Mysterio's like, please, no, don't hit my mijo, don't hit my mijo. That's a buyaka. So obviously, like it kind of cost him a little, and then Rhea Ripley just hitting the chair onto Beth Phoenix, Edge's wife. So obviously he said I quit. So obviously it makes both of the contenders look up, but it doesn't matter who wins or lose. They are built so strong. I really like the ending. I really like from the start to the finish. The start was a little slow at this day, but the end and the build up, like towards the end, the second half of the match was such a banger. I would say this is such a good shit right here. This is such a nutworthy moment. So good match. Fight pit match. This was Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins. This was Daniel Cormier as a special guest referee. A fight pit match. This match wasn't the best match, but I will give this a 4.75 out of 5. What a match. It was brutal. It was crazy. I believe there's crazy moment where Riddle did a senton or broton, whatever you want to call it, on the top of the cage where you can fight there. And Daniel Cormier was like, get off there, you can't pin there. It's like, that's wrong. I don't give a fuck. And then he did a broton, he throws him off. And then I like Seth Rollins' attire. He wore the RVD kind of style. Matt Riddle did a wonderful job. job. It hits his territory. I really like the sudden finish where he did a submission and it comes out of nowhere, right? But I feel like that's what it's supposed to be. It's kind of like how a UFC or MMA fight. So it was such a really good match. So I'm gonna give this a 4.75. Not the best match of the night, because obviously I think we all know the match of the night was Edge versus Finn Balor for the I Quit match. So that was a great match. And the ending where Bray Wyatt just debuts, returns the ring. I love that. I really, really love that. So I'm giving this a plus as well. Crown Jewel. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be controversial or not, but this Crown Jewel was the best Crown Jewel we've ever had. No, it's the best Crown Jewel we ever had. So Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby is a 3.5. Not a bad match. Not a bad match. Bad match. I really like the sudden pinfall he took. Brock Lesnar took the win for the victory. Obviously, Bobby Lashley was pissed off that he couldn't do that. Yeah, this match was great. Match was great. I really liked the whole match itself. I mean, it was short and simple, but it was brutal, and Bobby Lashley was really dominant. Brock Lesnar obviously was like, I believe the story was Brock Lesnar cost him Bobby Lashley the United States Champions to lose, so he's gonna take it. But I feel like there's more to the story than the meets the eyes. It's not just about Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar like costing Bobby Lashley the United States Championship. I think it's more like long-term storytelling where Royal Rumble. Where's the match? Where did I rank Royal Rumble for the Bobby Lashley? I did not rank it that high. Where's Royal Rumble? I did not rank it that high. Did I? Oh yeah, I did. 3 stars. I think I put this 3 stars. Again, I believe it's because of that as well, and also the Elimination Chamber match that they had. I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? I thought it was like okay. No, I thought it was pretty shit. I thought it was a pretty bad Elimination Chamber match. Yeah, that one. Also, the Elimination Chamber. So they have a long-term storytelling that people didn't realize, or not many people would realize that had. So I wouldn't blame you guys for not many people knowing about the Elimination Chamber storyline, because it did kind of cost them a match. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I thought the match was alright. It wasn't that bad. Damage Control versus Alexa Bliss and Io Sky for the women's tag team match. This is the better tag team match. This is by far the best women's tag team match I've ever seen. It was actually really intense and it's different for once in a lifetime. I'm still gonna give it 3 stars because I don't know why they're hot potatoing tag team titles right now. Pretty weird to see that. So it was pretty weird. Bray Wyatt. I remember there was like a backstage interview before this where it was like Bray Wyatt teasing Alexa Bliss or whoever it was. I thought it was pretty weird. Yeah, I mean this match was the better women's tag team match. I'm gonna say this. This was a better women's tag. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. Steel cage match by escaping the cage. McIntyre won because of escaping the cage. I put this. This was probably not my favorite match. I hate the steel cage match stipulation in WWE because I hate how you have to escape the cage. I hate that rule. The steel cage is supposed to be where you fight and then you like rough him up, no interferences. Scarlett interfered. I don't know how Scarlett interfered like that and distracted Drew McIntyre. Like, no, Drew McIntyre's not gonna like listen to you, right? But apparently it distracted. But overall, the winner was McIntyre. Obviously, they're doing the one like half booking right now, and I believe this was their last match for the. I believe the next one was the Survivor Series, right? Yeah. So they had to have. Well, why didn't? Yeah. Okay, now I remember. So they still haven't had a score with it, but stipulation I really don't like. This is why I like Jungle Boy versus Luchasaurus in a steel cage match, because it wasn't about like it was chaotic, it was brutal. That's what I want to see more of in steel cage match. I hate the like going over and escaping the cage. Why do you need to escape the cage? Why does War Game doesn't need to be escaping the cage and then you get disqualified or you forfeit the match? You don't need to escape the cage or fight pit because that makes you a coward or a pussy. What steel cage match shouldn't have that rule. At this point, fight pit should be the steel cage match. It should be. Or have steel cage, but with no any like if you leave the fucking cage then it means you're a pussy. I hate that stipulation. But the only good steel cage match I will ever give is Bret Hart versus Owen Hart for the WWE Championship. Steel cage match. That's the only good steel cage match ever. I believe it was a 5-star by Dave Meltzer. So it was a good match, but yeah, it's not bad. They tried to do pepper spray him, but yeah, match itself, whatever. Judgment Day versus the OC, Luke and Carl Anderson. I love, probably one of my favorite. Match itself is like 3.25. The reason why is Rhea Ripley was like the main focus was there's Rhea Ripley exists, so I'm gonna give this 3.25. Not bad match. Not bad match, though. Not bad match. Wouldn't really necessarily call it that, so. And then, what's next? Braun Strowman versus Omos. This is basically who has the big dick. Who has the biggest dick in this company? And the biggest dick was Braun Strowman because he kind of a dick for calling out the high flyers. Disagree with his opinion. I disagree with his take or his opinion, so. But match itself was it did what it did, right? There's nothing special that happened. It was Omos trying to destroy him. It made Omos look strong as well, even if he lost. But I thought it was a good match. It was a decent match. Braun Strowman, the snoozing, the Omos, Braun Strowman. Yeah, but the match was like 3 stars. Nothing special happened. Nothing cool happened. But the third, like 3 matches was a banger after battle, a banger after a banger after a banger. Alright, ready? Usos versus the Brawling Brutes for the Unified Tag Team Championship. Undisputed Unified Tag Team Championship. Good shit. This was 4.5. Good shit. This match was a good shit. I really liked this. Round. Oh, this was Bianca Belair versus Bayley. Last woman standing match was. Again, I really like this one. This match was awesome. So I'm gonna give this 4.75. This was a 4.5. This was a 4.75. This match was great. There's some sloppy parts here and there. I really didn't like with the golf cart spot. I mean, the match was chaotic, and this had to be a chaos. I really like that. So I really like that. So Bianca Belair won. Belair won that match. I like it. And then our main event. Our main event. Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul for the WWE Undisputed Unified Championship. I will give this rating a 5 out of 5 stars. This match was just again Logan Paul having the absolute time of his life. Greatest match of all time. Great match I've ever seen. Wonderful. Seeing Logan Paul, like, I believe there's this one popular video where he holds up his phone and records himself taking a selfie and does the fog splash onto Roman Reigns. What a great match. What a POV. Solo Sikoa, Jake Paul coming out. I didn't like how Jake Paul came out with the "It's every day, bro" with the Disney Channel flow. That song, he comes out with that song. You gotta give him a different song, dude. Just give him. I'd rather have a generic theme song. This is controversial, but I'd rather have a generic theme song than "It's every day, bro" with the Disney Channel flow. Like, get out of here with that. If Jake Paul is gonna wrestle, he shouldn't do that. Yeah, but this match was a 5-star quality, high quality, good shit match. I really like this. I really like this. Survivor Series, War Games. All right, remember last year's Survivor Series? I fucking hate. I hate last year's Survivor Series. Did not make sense. I believe this was 21. This one was probably the worst Survivor Series. Let's see. It was like Becky Lynch vs. Charlotte Flair was good. The Survivor Series match. The pre-show was basically the Intercontinental versus United States. Not bad. Kind of the Reckoning. Like, yeah, it was like the golden egg with The Rock. The Rock didn't even appear at all. What a terrible match. Yeah, and then The Rock's 25-year debut, but nothing happened. This one was like which one was it? Where's the one that was really bad? Looks like about this one was the 25 men dual branded battle royale. This was the Pizza Hut, right? This was the Pizza Hut event where it was so fucking stupid. Yeah, mostly negative because The Rock didn't appear. So this one, it was like sponsored by just where it was about pizza, right? I forgot which one was it. It was like sponsor was the pizza or something like that. Yeah, So obviously last year's Survivor Series was god awful. So this Survivor Series was beautiful. All the time needed. 40 minutes, all the time needed. So I'm gonna rank women's War Games match will be a 4 stars. Great match. Great match that had great match. I really like it. There's some sloppy moments here and there. But probably one of the best matches, best War Games match I've ever seen. Probably will play like 4.25. There's some spots that I didn't like. I really did like the heel taking advantage of that, of the whole stipulation thing. Again, not a bad match. Not a great bad match. There were some crazy moments, especially with Becky Lynch hitting the leg drop off the cage. There's Io Sky doing the moonsault off the cage. That's the tradition now. There's a lot of crazy moments I've seen. Just so good. I really like it. I really like it. AJ Styles. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. And this was a great match. This is wrestling if I've ever seen one. I'm gonna put this 4 stars as well. This is just wrestling. This was just wrestling in general. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay. Yeah, this like the match was AJ Styles with Finn Balor was just wrestling and such a great match. The crowd was dead because, well, we all know why, because the women's war game did blew off. I'm actually gonna put this for 4 out of 5. 4.5 because it was chaotic. Ronda versus Shotzi. One half a star. What a dumbass. 1 star. I'm actually gonna put this 1.25 stars. This match was alright at its best. There was a cool moment or a cool spot that happened where Shotzi dived in and hit the fan, but like I'm not really like too much of a big fan of that. Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley versus Austin Theory for the United States Championship. Oh my god, this was a great triple threat match. I am gonna also put this 4.75 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. Actually I'm gonna put this 4.25. 4.5. This match was great. I really liked it. I really liked the intensity. The out of nowheres, especially when Seth Rollins hit the Phoenix Splash out of nowhere. It looked out of nowhere. So that match was awesome. I really liked this. I really liked that match. Such a great match it had with the Phoenix Splash out of nowhere. Austin Theory was a different character, different side of Austin Theory. He won the United States Championship. Hopefully he gets a better reign. I don't know what's going to happen. Bobby Lashley also looks good. Seth Rollins obviously taking the pin for him. It was an accidental pin. He falls down on with him. Great triple threat match. Really loved it. And our main event, Bloodline versus the Brawling Brutes, Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. That was a great match. I did not like how the babyface got the advantage for the War Games, but after I realized that Jey Uso was the first man, and then next later was Sami Zayn who's gonna be entering to help him, it was kind of like it was basically like a heel advantage, right? In my opinion, because everyone was curious on whether Sami and Jey would get along with each other, right? And I think that was great overall. So I'm gonna say this match was great. Storytelling was great. I really like Kevin Owens. McIntyre was also Like there was those great moments. And what I really like about this year's war game was this war game was that it wasn't like super chaotic. Like we can see the cameraman couldn't get all of it. It's one spot, and then later the next spot, and then later the next spot. So we get to see all the intensity out of nowhere. So I really did like that. Um, so yeah, that again, really great matches here and there. It was a great spot. It obviously Sami Zayn was being loyal to the Bloodline and Roman Reigns. What a great match, by the way. Such a good match. I really like this. So I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 5 stars match. This was a great war game. It's great story driven, and I think it really worked for Triple H to do this instead of a Raw brand supremacy because again I think brand supremacy is dead at this point because everyone's just going to go comes and goes and here and there, so it really doesn't matter. Hopefully we get a brand split, an actual brand split. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Do I need to change? I don't think I really need to change because this whole thing makes perfect sense. 1 star makes more sense, right? I did not like any of these matches. 2 stars. There's a lot of 2 and 3 stars. Not many 4 stars. As much as I want to put, this is also tough. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this like this. I think this is a great tier list that I made. I think it's a good tier list. I think it's all right. There's a lot of 4.75s and 4.5s and 5 star matches here and there. So yeah, I think that list agreed. I think I like this tier list. Not bad tier list. Yeah, I think it's not bad. I think it's not bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me then. Let's see. Do you agree with this? Does anyone even agree with this at all? Yeah, I think it's not. I think it's not that bad. Yeah, that was not bad, man. That bad one. Oh yeah, that was my tier list. I don't know if you agreed or disagree. But that's pretty much it. I just didn't want to make I did not want to make a what's it called? Um, I just didn't want to play a game like that, so I didn't. That's why I didn't want it to like make a. You know what? I also want to play Choo Choo Charles that came out recently. Came out today, I believe. Wasn't came out recently. It was came out today. I don't know why I said that. But Choo Choo Charles came out today. If I wishlist that, $19, $19 for $20, $20 game. I'm gonna play this game. All right, it's $20 for the Choo Choo Charles. I want to play that game. I really want to play that game. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm out. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you guys agree with this tier list, but this is a short stream for me. Wants to say, I just want to take a break from games and just want to talk about what I love. And what I love is wrestling. I really love pro wrestling. Despite having some negativities, negative stuff happening, I really do love. I really do love this. So, yeah, thanks for watching. See you Monday, which I don't know what I will do, but anyway, but yeah, if you want to see more WWE stuff that I like to talk about, just let me know. because I think it's great to see that I'm chilled right now, playing any other matches, playing any games at all, and just having some wonderful time. I am gonna watch NXT Deadline, which I'm very curious about because there's two stipulate the one stipulation matches that it has, so that I'm very interested to watch, see if it's good or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm out. Thanks for watching, and I'll probably do a review on NXT Deadline on Monday as well. So I'll be, so yeah, that's it for me. Yep. See you up. Bye. Oh no, it's coming now.